Hey guys, it's Opeth09 from bodybuilding.com. It's bringing you a review on the new test booster from Applied Nutraceuticals beta test. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to Obey of the bodybuilding logs, or bodybuilding forum, I'm sorry, for giving me the opportunity to test it out. I, I kind of apologize in advance because I know he thought I was a little older than I really was. I was only I'm only 22, just turned 23. So, um, you know, obviously test boosters are better for people that are a little older. But I'm here to bring you an unbiased review, and coming as someone who's 22, now 23 years old, I can give you a very unbiased review of a test booster. Test boosters are very hyped up in the supplement industry. People kind of view them like as like steroids sometimes. Like, oh, if I take this test booster, I'm going to make twice the amount of gains I normally would, which really isn't the case. I mean, we're talking about a natural test booster of natural herbs that spike your testosterone a little bit. We're not talking about Superdrol or some kind of pro hormone or D-ball, some anabolic steroid. It's just a natural supplement. So, like I said, I'm going to bring you an unbiased review. I'm not going to feed you any crap and tell you how my gains were so nasty or anything like that. So let's start off. First of all, beta test came in a little capsule form in a bottle. Take 2 a day. I took them in the mornings, no big deal. Very easy to take as long as you aren't a forgetful person. All you have to do is grab 2 pills and swallow them down with some water. Didn't taste like anything at all. Came in a nice, cool little green and black, capsule. No big deal. Easy to take. In terms of results, um, I can tell you that after a couple weeks, I did get a little more of a pump than usual. Nothing substantial, nothing groundbreakingly crazy, but yes, more of a pump, which is awesome. Speaking, this product doesn't really claim to give sickening pumps. Getting good pumps was a bonus. Strength increases, there were a little bit. Like I said, this isn't steroids we're talking about, so you're not going to go from benching 275 for 1 to 315 for 10 the next week. But I can tell you from an honest standpoint, I've been lifting long enough to know when my gains are, being assisted in a way. You know, I guess the best example I can give you is barbell rows. The 1 week I got 275 for 6, and the next week I attempted it. I would have been happy to get 7. 8 would have been spectacular, and I believe I got 10 or 11. Now I can tell you honestly that without the stuff, without the beta test, I probably only got 7 or 8. And I can tell you I got an extra rep or 2 thanks to the beta test. I just probably, I don't know, just a little slight, very slight increase in testosterone and the other properties it gives. Got a couple extra reps. Like I said, nothing groundbreaking, nothing crazy, but like I said, we're not talking about illegal anabolic steroids. We're talking about a natural herbal testosterone boosting supplement. So, and an extra rep or 2 doesn't sound like a lot to some people, but to someone such as myself who's been training for a while, that's a good bonus. I would take that any day of the week. If I can get 4 extra reps every week, that'd be sick. If I could go from 275 for 6 to 275 to 10 to 275 for 14 or 15, that's insane. So I can definitely say the beta test did give me a couple extra reps that I otherwise would not have. Um, I think, well, before I go to the libido, physique changes, like I said, a little more pump, a little more full all day. Like I said before, this isn't steroids. You're not going to go from ripped or from fat to ripped. I'm sorry, I can't talk right now. Go from fat to ripped thanks to the supplement. But if you have a good diet and a good training plan in place already, something like a test booster is only going to help. And I can say it did help when I was dieting. It hardened me up slightly, made me look a little more lean, and then I started bulking, and it gave me a little extra strength gains than normal. So like I said, it did its job. This isn't, like I keep saying, this isn't steroids, so don't expect steroid-like results. But for a natural testosterone booster, it's great. And speaking, I was 22 years old, just turned 23. Anything I can get from a test booster is very good, and it speaks for itself. Now, last but not least, I'd like to touch on libido. Um, I guess the best way to explain myself is I can be a cocky person at times, especially in the gym for the most part. I usually don't let it get to my head. Usually I just think thoughts in my head, kind of like, I don't know, not to sound like a douche, but oh, look at this guy deadlifting 315 over here. He thinks he's cool. I'm gonna freaking do 495 here in a minute and show him what's up. I don't mean anything by it. Just kind of how I am at times. Like, get a little bit of alpha male syndrome. Obviously, I don't think any less of anyone else for doing less weight than I am doing or anything like that. But sometimes, those are just the thoughts that run through my head. It's just, I'm 23 years old, hopped up on pre-workout, ready to smash some weights. It's just how it is. In terms of like my social life, obviously, I'm outgoing and I talk to people, but I'd say for the most part, I'm more, um, what's the word I'm looking for? Not shy, but I like to listen to others speak more so than I like to listen to myself speak. So if I'm talking with someone at the bar that I've just met, I am more interested for the most part of listening to them speak and letting them tell me about their selves. But I can tell you after taking this stuff, my libido definitely went up. I was definitely more confident. I was already confident, to be honest, but it definitely made me even more confident. Some people who followed my log would know that the one night I went up to the bar and I was just way more outgoing and confident in myself than I usually was. Like, just the way I approached women, like, a don't give a shit attitude is the best way to describe it. Like, if I try to hit on this girl and she says no, then who cares? Because there's like 100 more. But the confidence was so high, I just felt like she's not going to say no. And to be honest, they didn't. And I think a huge part of that is confidence, and the beta test definitely boosted it. I'm not saying I had low self-esteem or confidence, that I don't, but it definitely boosted it. It made me more confident, made me more cocky in a way, especially in the gym. I don't know, just if I said I was going to do weight, I knew I was going to do it. And I don't care what anyone thinks, I was going to do it. And that's basically the best way to describe it is libido high. Like I said, I'm 23 years old, so libido is not a problem. I don't have any sexual, dysfunction issues, but it definitely made me even better. Uh, I'm single, so I don't have a girlfriend. Didn't really get to test it out that much, but I know if I got the chance to test it out, it definitely would have been legit. You know what I'm saying? So overall, I'd rate the beta test very good product. I'm not 100% sure on the price, but if it came with a reasonable price tag, I don't see why I would never try it again. I definitely would. It was a very good product. I can say after being off of it for roughly almost a week now that I can tell a little bit like slight mood changes, just not feeling quite as happy all the time. I still am happy, but it definitely gave me like a good mind boost. Like, I just felt really good all day, and I still do, but it raised the bar in pretty much everything, just a tiny bit, enough to notice. So it definitely did its job, and I'm sure if you're 30 years old or older and your testosterone is starting to go down, that this stuff would definitely do the job for you. I can say being 23, that did a hell of a job for me. And if you're 30 and you're starting to feel like your testosterone is starting to go down, this product will definitely work, I swear. So I'm trying not to make this too long. Hopefully I didn't. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Hopefully you get something out of it, and maybe you'll give it a try. I definitely give it a thumbs up. Definitely recommend it. Once again, thanks to Opeth09 for letting me try out their product. It was very good, and I would love to try it out again. Whether it be I can find a good deal on it, or you guys let me test it again, I would love to try it again. So thank you guys, and stay subscribed for more videos. I'm planning to do an uncut review, honestly, too. So thank you guys. Bye.